Welcome to my 2023 review. Truly one of the best years of my life. It started off with me having the biggest contract of my life, basically working for an architecture firm, doing headshots, which would basically lead to me shooting all my friends, family, and neighbors. Then I found myself having dinner with JID. Yes, the JID. I want to thank my friend Millie for setting this up. She just called one day, asked if I wanted dinner, and sitting right there was JID. Truly one of the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life, and one of the nicest I've met in the music industry. Shortly after that, I had Coachella. This is my 5th Coachella, my 2nd one with my twin, and my last one with him. He's gonna have a baby this year, so it's all fatherhood from there. But basically, I got to see the legends, Four Tet, Skrillex, and Fred again shut down Coachella, which was one of the coolest things I've ever experienced in my entire life. Shortly after that, I did my first editorial, where I basically hired makeup artists, hair, models, catered the food, tried everything myself. It was a lot harder than I thought. I'd give myself a 4 out of 10, but the images are beautiful, so I got something to look back on and a lot of progress in the future. Right after that, I had the best birthday of my entire life. My girlfriend surprised me with all my friends on the roof, had 3 DJs lined up for the night, and had the best cake of all, Martha's Country Bakery. So thank you, Eileen. Truly one of the best experiences. I love you and I appreciate everything that you do for me. Shortly after that was 4th of July, and I spent it the best way you possibly could. I spent it with friends, looking at the best view of New York City and the fireworks right here on the East River. We had a front row view, and we had DJs, we had music, and we had the time of our life. Shortly after that, we had one of 2 family vacations where we went to Nobu in Cabo San Lucas. One of the most beautiful places I've ever been. I want to thank my girlfriend again for basically orchestrating this whole entire thing. This time we went with her brother and his girlfriend, and the second time we went with her mom and dad. Then came the end of August, and I had the biggest accomplishment of my entire life. My friend Charlie reached out and basically asked me if I wanted to be a part of a photo gallery. I had put this on my vision board, so I'm so thankful I accomplished this year. So thank you, Charlie. I ended up selling out almost all my photos. I had the time of my life. It was basically showed me that I can do anything I put my mind to, and my images speak for themselves. I did a project that I put on the burner and finally brought to light, so I'm very appreciative and thank you to Charlie for this opportunity. Shortly after that, my partner and I got a Tesla, and out with the old, in with the new, as they say. But week 1, we were sideswiped. And then as soon as we got our car back from the dealership, a day later, some dude just keyed the whole car. I have terrible luck with cars in New York City, so if you want to see that, just look at my story. I have a whole section called cars. I've had parties, I've had windows blown out, I've had all sorts of shit. And then finally, I welcomed in my niece, baby Amelia. So happy to meet you, finally. We have a baby girl in the family. I'm very thankful. My sister has 3 boys, but we needed a little girl to just bring us home for the year. And then I closed out the year seeing Fred again at the Forest Hill Stadium with some friends. Truly, I love Fred. He's been the soundtrack to my whole entire year, so I'm really glad I got to close out the year that way. Now I'm just spending the holidays with the loved ones, looking over my 23 accomplishments and looking forward to 2024. This is my goal, to basically never have to work at the airports again in the next year, to make over $200,000 in photography. So these are my 2 goals for this year. So why don't you come along and watch me accomplish this? I'm gonna hustle harder than I ever have. I'm gonna push content, and I'm gonna make something of myself. So thank you and have a great one. Happy New Year.